everyone. It's August 30, 2009. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. Well, I saw a couple of things yesterday and I bookmarked them, and I never got to do this, so I'm doing it today. I haven't looked at any of the news headlines or any news stories or gone to YouTube or anything. I'm just going to concentrate basically on two things I saw yesterday. Both of them were in, coincidentally, the BBC e-news. The first one even concerns them. The Murdochs are at it again. They own, lots of media outlets, and now Rupert Murdoch's son, James, the heir apparent to the throne of information gathering and spreading and charging for, well, they're a little upset because the BBC gives free news. Oh, can you imagine? And it's state-sponsored, and it's a threat to independent journalism in England. They lost, I don't know how many million or billion dollars last year because of the downturn. Well, recessions are like that. Advertisers aren't advertising because they're broke. Do you not get it? But, and now this is a quote. This is a quote from Mr. Murdoch in the BBC yesterday. It is essential for the future of independent digital journalism that a fair price can be charged for news to people who value it. In other words, you want some information? Ante up. You don't ante up, you don't get any information. And folks, you can't make a decision on anything without the information on it. I think you're getting the drift here. 2 thumbs down for these jokers. No, news is news, and we value it, but not to the price you want us to pay for it. And you don't have, sorry about your luck on this, Murdochs, but you don't have a monopoly on the news. Even though our United States Congress and President at the time did bend the laws and reshape the laws and ignore the existing laws, so you can have lots of newspapers and radio stations and TV stations, not only in the same state, but in the same cities. Can we say controlling information for your own benefit, boys and girls? And the second one I saw was also in the BBC, and here it is. This is so cute. This is funny. While the Murdochs are cranks and crooks, this guy is a cuckoo. A U.S. judge has thrown out a case against God, ruling because the defendant has no address, legal papers cannot be served. The suit was launched by Nebraska State Senator Ernie Chambers, who said he might appeal the ruling. He sought a permanent injunction to prevent death, destruction, and terrorization caused by God. Yeah. Judge Marlon Polk said in his ruling that a plaintiff must have access to the defendant for a case to proceed. We all have that access, Judge. But if you can't serve papers, I guess the guy is going to show, is he? And, you can do the judgment thing, but you can't spend a judgment and, go ahead. Put God in contempt of court. I dare you. Folks, we have enough cranks. We don't need to be paying cuckoos as legislators. And, oh my goodness. Mr. Chambers, you are cuckoo. On a personal note, folks, I've not yet had a whole lot of luck locating a ride for Tuesday morning. Now, I'll have to leave here about 4:30 a.m. There's a problem. And the more I've looked at this, the more I want to go not only to Montpelier but to Burlington, so it'll be a day of it. to Montpelier, to Burlington, back to Wilmington. If there's anybody out there who could give me a ride, I will gladly pay gas. I'll buy your lunch. But this is something that needs to be done. As I've said a couple of times this week, the Westboro Baptist Churchers are coming to Vermont, and I think it's time they met a real schmuck. If there's anybody out there who can help or knows someone who can help, please help. I want to go to the show too, and you'll have fun. Hey, I'm Dwight Schmuck. That's today's Schmuck Look, folks. Peace.